Hey boo, I'm just leaving work, about to hop on the train and head home to film season 2 of Dish with Tashay. I'll call you when I'm done, okay? Thank you for tuning in to the Dish with Tashay. I am so excited to have you back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate your views, likes, and subscriptions. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you are feeling good because you deserve to feel good and you deserve good things. Don't let nobody tell you different, okay? Today's episode is called Designing Your Destiny. I went to a Drake concert over the weekend, and aside from his amazing production and the really cool set, because I was really impressed, he really inspired me and I had a really good time. So when I got there late, of course. I got there late, so I walked in and I was just like standing in the back of the theater by the bar. And when you first walk in the theater, there's a bar in the back. So I was in the back waiting for my friend to come link me because I didn't have my contacts on, so I could not see shit. So I was waiting for her to come get me so we could walk to our seats. And of course I chose that night to be blind. But so yeah, I was waiting for my friend to come find me, and just drinking and people watching and just observing the environment. And Drake was performing all the hits. I was back there with my little drink, just vibing. And then he had stopped performing and he started speaking in the mic. And when he started speaking, the things that he was saying resonated with me, and it touched me. And I'll show you what he said. We'll play the clip.
Sad times. But through all that, I had my mother and I had my dear friends that I told you about. And somehow, some way, I got found, discovered. I think the first time I ever flew out to New York, I was at like Spotted Pig. It was like Jay-Z and Kanye, Rihanna, like a bunch of people. But it was really my first time. New York, I really do deeply associate it with making it, because it was my first time that I ever got to have this overwhelming emotion that I might be able to change the lives of all these people that put so much time into me. And then we got to New York, and there's some dumbass record labels out here because I got turned down by every fucking body. So that's what this scene is about. Is me trying to grind my ass off and let people know that, I'm not in a wheelchair in real life, or, Canadians can make music, or whatever it was. So I'm gonna try and do some more songs for you. Like I did for them. They just weren't fucking feeling it at the time, but it is what it is.
So yeah, he talked about being overlooked and so many labels in New York City telling him no, and how it took that one manager to be like, I see you, like, I can see you, and I'm gonna help you show other people who you are, because I see who you are. And that really resonated with me, because I was talking to my aunt on the phone about the concert, and I'm like, yo, the concert was fire, like the production was fire, and I was telling her how inspired I was. And I was like, he talked about rejection, and he was talking about how, like, it took that one manager to see his potential and like help him, get to where he is today. She was like, that reminds me of you, because you're here always talking about you're tired of being rejected and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, that's so true, because lately I have been, dealing with rejection a lot in my life, even in my career as an actor. I feel like people see me and they think that like I just started this journey, or they're like, oh, you're just another pretty girl who wants to be on TV. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've heard people tell me, like, when I first met you, I thought you were a pretty girl, another pretty girl who just wanted to be on TV. And then I saw you act and I was like, oh, okay, she's actually talented, but I've been on this journey my whole life, even from acting. When I was like 6 years old, I used to tell my mother, I want to be an actor, I want to be on TV. And, so we went out and I got signed, and I was signed to like a little kiddie agency. And I remember going to the auditions, but I couldn't continue acting because my mom was a single mom, so she couldn't keep up with the auditions. And yeah, so I had to stop, and then going to a performing arts high school and being a drama theater major. I also got signed to a modeling agency, and I was modeling in high school. And I remember going to castings after school in New York City, and for these popular brands, you know, and having these adults like tell me, you know, we're not really looking for black girls right now. They were really bold back then. Or they'll be like, you know, you're a little too curvy for what we're looking for. And they would tell me this stuff to my face, you know? So I was like dealing with rejection from then. And even now pursuing acting as an adult, you know, and sending out hundreds of self-tapes and definitely getting more no's than I get, you know, a yes. And it does get discouraging, you know. It makes me be like, damn, am I doing something wrong? Is this not what I should be doing? Should I let this go? Like, should I just, I don't know, get an office job? But you got to remind yourself that all it takes is that one yes. Like, all it takes is that one yes to change your life, you know, no matter what it is. Just like, you know, Drake had that one manager that gave him a yes, you know, when he was facing all those no's, you know, when he was trying to come up with his career. And this is why Drake's message really resonated with me and touched me, because, you know, I saw myself in his message, and I just had so much more respect for him in that moment as a human, as a artist, as a creator, as someone out here, you know, chasing their dreams and making, you know, their dreams come to fruition. And there's so much beauty in sharing your experiences and being transparent, because the beauty in being transparent about your experiences and sharing your experiences is that someone else might recognize what you're saying. And that's really what Drake did for me that night, you know. And I started thinking about rejection and all the rejection I had. And then I was also reminded that rejection is redirection. You know, rejection is God's protection, because you never truly know what's in the heart of someone that you're connecting with, whether it's platonic, romantically, business relationship, whatever. You never truly know. And it's way better to be celebrated than tolerated. And I went home and I really was like, wow, like it kind of put a battery in my back, because I'm like, look at all these no's Drake had and look at where he ended up, you know. You got to make sure you protect your dreams, and you're not out here sharing your dreams with dream killers and dream stealers, because a lot of people project onto you, you know. So a lot of people don't even have dreams, or they don't even believe in the dreams that they have. So you telling them your dreams, they're probably going to say something negative and have you doubting yourself and in your head, you know. But just because they don't believe doesn't mean that you don't believe, okay? And it doesn't mean that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish just because they don't believe. Like, that's on them. Their opinion and their projection has nothing to do with you, okay? That's based on their life experiences and what they've been through. Make sure you're hanging around people who inspire you, who push you, who motivate you. You know, they say, show me who your circle is, show me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. So if the people that you're hanging out with, people that you have around you, don't represent who you are or who you're, you know, striving to be, you might need a new circle. Real shit. Be careful who you surround yourself with. Protect your dreams, protect your ideas, even if you have to get it copywritten. Octavia Spencer is another one. She's been acting and doing this for so many years, and she didn't get her Oscar until she did The Help, like years later. Sheryl Lee Ralph has been in the game for over 40 years, and she just recently won an Emmy. Like, imagine how many no's she's had in her life. Ella Davis is another one. She's talked about, in so many interviews, she's talked about how much she was rejected because nobody wanted to hire a dark-skinned girl. And look at her now. Like, she's winning awards. She's starring and producing in the #1 movie in theaters. And Woman King was phenomenal, okay? It's been a really long time since I've enjoyed a movie from the beginning to the end. The acting was phenomenal. The actors did a great job. I was touched. That whole movie Why they're not nominated for an Oscar, I have no idea, but that's another topic for another episode, okay? But yeah, I haven't enjoyed a movie thoroughly like that from the beginning to end in a really long time. But imagine if Viola Davis would have let that rejection of people telling her, you know, we don't want to hire dark-skinned girls, blah, blah, blah. Like, imagine if she would have let that stop her. You feel me? These people had these opinions and were projecting whatever experiences or perspective they grew up with onto her, and she pushed through, and look at the outcome. But I say all this to say, speak life into yourself no matter what someone tells you, because all you need is that one person, one yes. Just like Drake, after all those labels were telling him no, he had that one manager that said, you know what, I see you. I see you. Like, I truly see you. I see who you are. All it takes is that one yes. So keep going. Keep fighting the good fight, you know, keep pushing forward. You know, it takes that one yes. And look where he is now. He's at the Apollo inspiring me and hundreds of other people. Just because someone says no or someone rejects you, that doesn't determine your destiny. You design your own destiny by pushing forward despite the no's. Because all you need, the only person you need to believe in you is yourself, and people are going to believe what you believe about yourself, okay? And I've learned that, like, you really got to fake it till you make it, because there's been plenty of times I walked into a room and I'm like, damn, I feel a little underqualified in this room right now. But you walk in and you smile. There have been times when I've been to like public events and, you know, they would go around the room and have us all speak and give me a mic, and I would be a little nervous, but I would like, you know what, even though I'm having like social anxiety right now, I'm gonna talk on this mic. And I would talk on the mic, and then I would tell my friend like, wow, I just almost freaked the fuck out because I just had crazy social anxiety. And she'd be like, really? I can't even tell. And I'm like, good. That means people bought what I was selling. Like, so don't let these people play with you, okay? Don't let them play with you, honey. Don't let them hating and them telling you no stop you, because you got a dream to protect, but you got a dream and you got goals and you got things to do, and you have all of your heart's desires built up inside of you, and the only person that's going to stop you from getting where you want to be is you, because you design your own destiny, okay? Rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. So remember that the next time somebody's telling you no, whether it's a lover, whether it's, you know, business opportunity, whatever it is, a no doesn't mean it's the end. Rejection doesn't mean it's over for you. That just means you're rerouting. God is rerouting you. You're being rerouted, and guess what? The best part, you're being rerouted to something better than you can even imagine. There's been so many times when I've been sad about a no, and then as time goes by, it starts to make sense why that didn't work out, and you're like, wow, I'm glad that this didn't happen, because look at what I have now. Look at where I am now. And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be who I am today. And if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have the character that I am today. I wouldn't have the strength. I wouldn't have the knowledge to be who I am today. So rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. And I'm going to keep saying it because you need to remember that. Don't let rejection make you feel discouraged. We're not doing that in 2023. 2023, we got things to do, baby. People to see, money to make. Feel me? Before I close out, I made a playlist, a little Design Your Destiny playlist, okay? Because lately this playlist be having me feeling like I just took a shot, like, you know, and I want to share my playlist with y'all because this is really what gets me through my funk. And I'll upload the playlist so that you can see what it is. But I'll share some of you that I have on here, like, because when I'm in a funk and when I'm dealing with life and anxiety is just trying to take me out and ruin my day. I actually named this playlist the Care Package, but I'm gonna rename it Designing Your Destiny. But I got How About Now on here. Congratulations by Post Malone. Congratulations by Drake. I got Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. I got Rock Boys by Hove. I got On to the Next One by Hove. I got Shining by Beyonce and Hove. I got God Did by Rick Ross, Hove, and Weezy. Lil Wayne. It's a short playlist, but I put this shit on and nobody can tell me nothing. Okay? Oh. Nobody can tell me nothing. I've specifically been listening to God Did almost every day the last 2 weeks because they talking straight facts on that song. Because people gonna try to count you out and tell you what you can't do. And people not gonna believe in you. But guess what? God did. Well, talk about it. You know, and when people are telling you no's, guess who's saying yes? God did. And they didn't believe in you, but God did. And they couldn't even see the vision, okay? They couldn't see the vision, but God did. And that's all that matters. So that song been hitting for me because that's how I've been feeling right now. If I listen to people telling me no, trying to tell me no on what I can do, and rejecting me and telling me what I can't have or what I'm not worthy of, honey, I wouldn't be sitting here on this couch talking to you. I would be in my bed crying from sun up to sundown, chill. Okay, we're not doing that this year. But it's 2023. It's my Jordan year. It's our Jordan year. I'm coming from what's mine. Like, don't let them play with you. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you were at the very least inspired, motivated, or entertained. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friend.